You and I have known each other now for a long time. In fact, the longest relationship of our two countries that any president and president has had. And that's, to me, an honor. When there were difficulties, we worked it out. I would call you, and you would call me, and whenever we had a problem, people don't know, whenever we had a problem, we worked it out very quickly. We're going to have a fantastic future together. You're a great leader. I say it to everybody. You're a great leader.
我们一致认为，中美关系是当今世界最重要的双边关系，只能搞好，不能搞坏。两国合则两利，斗则俱伤，应该成为伙伴而不是对手。我们同意构建中美建设性战略稳定关系，推动中美关系稳定、健康、可持续发展，为世界带来更多和平、繁荣、进步。
So there were plenty of pleasantries at the summit, but behind closed doors there were some points of contention between the two leaders. Donald Trump was very eager to keep the focus on trade and tech, but China made it clear its top priority is Taiwan. It was interesting to see that the very first thing Chinese state media reported out of that closed door meeting was that President Xi had told President Trump that if the Taiwan issue was managed well, then the US and China could have good relations. But he said if it's not managed well, then they could collide, or in his words, even come into conflict. The US is by far the single largest supplier of weapons to Taiwan, and we were expecting President Xi to use this meeting as an opportunity to pressure Donald Trump into either delaying or even diminishing future arms sales to Taiwan. So we're yet to see how Donald Trump will respond to that request if it was indeed made in that meeting, but we knew Taiwan, for its part, was going to be watching this meeting incredibly closely. Almost immediately after that report, officials here in Taipei came out and said they had been liaising with Washington ahead of the meeting and that they had Washington's assurances that Taiwan would continue to have its full support. But so far there hasn't really been much in the way of firm commitments from this summit yet. Yes, there was that announcement from Beijing regarding US beef, but we knew coming into Beijing that Donald Trump also wanted a purchasing deal on Boeing jets and on soybeans. So far we haven't seen any announcements in relation to either of those.
This is maybe the biggest summit ever. They can never remember anything like it.